Hello, today we will present our project EEG Analysis Platform for PSTEAM EEG-based behavior prediction. Let's introduce our project. Before diving into our project, let me introduce two foundation concepts. First is brain-computer interface, which is a system that direct connect between your brain and external device without relying on the muscle. And a primary sensing technology that we use with the EEG is electroencephalography or EEG, which measure activity of group neuron near the scalp surface. Here, a image illustrates how EEG electrode sit on the scalp and record the some activity of cortical population. Then EEG is not simple when we have to deal with a huge number of subjects and even per release across the multiple experiment trial is more huge. As the number of tasks and subjects go, the resting space become exponential hard to manage and reproduce. Small processing difference can lead to entirely different conclusions. This is the core challenge that motivates our work. So how research currently cope with this complexity? They have two choices. First is use commercial tool, easy but inflexible, or watch skip, full control but require software skill. Resorting a folder full of skip if they want to have a freedom and pipeline that nobody can learn. This image may not complex but show diagram reflect how real work is. But inside each algorithm have specific you need to deal with and become a problem when we need the software engineer skill for researcher. So lead to the question, how can we build a platform that is structured enough to reproduce yet accessible enough for domain researcher? So without standardized workflow experiment can be replicated knowledge stay fragment and researchers spend time on infrastructure instead of the science. Domain experts have huge knowledge but they have no software engineering skill, resulting unmaintainable pipeline. So we decided a platform allow five objectives. First is systematical workflow that repeat ad hoc script with deterministic parameter driven pipeline. Second is a reduce cognitive load. The user config parameter, then the platform handle it. Third, efficiency integration. Cache and modular design mean you only compute what exchange. And fourth, transparent reproducibility. Even run is locked with its full configuration. And fifth is accessibility. The interface is intuitive for research with code skill without requiring deep software engineer background. And we have core capacity include loading BIDS format data and config processing, build a AI dataset and train them, and also export the result. In addition, we also have research objective to investigate whatever PSTEAM EEG segment can predict reaction time and trial correctness of some subject by using data from the HBN EEG and tasks called contextual detection. Our dataset is very interesting because it is a large-scale open access dataset with a huge number of the subject and high density with 128 channel recording. So it means there is a lot of the data point that we can use for prediction and train the model. We choose the contact channel detection because it gives us two behavior targets simultaneously, which is accuracy and reaction time, and this let us validate the pipeline against two different modeling problems as one. And the task is quite simple because all subject need to do is detect whatever the left queue or right queue is brighter than other, then click the right button. We also have hypothesis that the 2-second interval before stimulus onset contain neural signals that are predictive of the subject upcoming behavior response. For architecture overview, this is our architecture, which is a layer modular pipeline so we can scale experiment without rewriting the system. From top to bottom, we have presentation layer and the API layer for the React and a link to the application layer, OKS task like spotting, WW and training. And we have domain processing handle UG precise feature building and module training to the infrastructure. And what is critical is extension point in the middle. We can plug in a new processor, feature extension, or module factoring without changing the whole pipeline. So this is just a diagram of component. Is the design of platform is reproducible, maintainable, and easy to extend for the future EEG tasks. Next, demonstration.
Here is our web app deployed in Vercel. You can select the subject and the task. This is for the single subject. And here are the available modes: plot, grid plot, data, and AI. And these are all the available actions. And if the user click run, if they doesn't configure this, they will use the default. And here is the session layout, sensor layout. Here is the time domain plot, and here is the frequency domain diagram. If the user wants, say, the high frequency to be 50, they can run and it will gonna recalculate here. Otherwise, it will use the cache here. It will be a lot faster. And also, we also support the meta filter. So user can select the task and the subject limit. So let's try all subject on the frequency domain. Here it's gonna take a while because it have to loop all the available subject. This is currently 5 subject and also the 3 run, which is gonna equal to 15 epoch. Okay, so here is all the subject of the frequency domain, and if we say only want the age range to be 12, so it will gonna filter for the only subject that has age more than 12. Okay, so that is the cohort filter or filtering subject. So this is epoch mode, epoch plot. Okay, here is the evoke mode. Here is evoke topo plot. Here is the epoch plot joint. Here is the evoke per condition. Here is the SRS spectrum. Here is the grid plot, PSD grid. Let's tie the meta filter, and we only sort for the male participant. Here is run super fast because we already cached the result before. And here is the PSD grid for the subject male. Here is the SNR grid. Let's try for the 3. Let's try for only 3 subjects. And this is for all subjects. So let's see the difference. Here, as you can see, the total is now all subjects. Okay, so let's go back to single subject for the evoke grid. Here's the evoke grid. And this is the data table, so user can see the EEG table. This is the EEG table, and this is epoch table. This is metadata. And the last one is the AI mode, so user can see what kind of data set they are dealing with. And this is the train EEG net model, so it's gonna start training from the epoch 1 to 50, and after it finished, it's gonna show the final result as a table here, and user can see like all the values. And this is the model summary. Here user can see the model architecture and the parameters and the outputs. Okay, so that's all for our apps.
Section 2, Software Completion Status. All feature e-scope is complete. Data loading, preprocessing, epoch detection, data building, module train, experiment log, backend API, and the front-end UPI are delivered. I want to highlight the front-end React UI in particular because we adopt modular module action architecture. That front-end is not just prototype, it's structurally extensibility. Adding new module or action require minimal change to exit code base, full integrate, model performance which will cover the resource, and hyperparameter automation and cross-subject generalization are default to the feature plan. So what we delivery is a full back-end code, a front-end React UI, people sync pipeline and TNet EEG model, which we will show later, and some document. Along the way, we learned that caching intermediate resource was the single biggest time save in the development cycle, and the class imbalance is more dangerous than we thought. Section 3, Result and Evaluation. So we have manual testing result. Recursive AF represent test case cover even every major operation model from input, cohort filter, preprocessing and plotting, grid compression, data inspection, cache behavior, dataset construction, and model execute, all 8 paths. This means the call listed workflow is stable and reachable from the end to end. Our classification tasks as given the PSTEAM EEG can be predict whether the subject will answer correctly. The website model achieves high accuracy, but it look like it answer the majority class from sensitivity and specificity. So we try to use balance strategy to deal with this problem. And we see that undersampling have accuracy at 65 with more balancability and specificity, but no strategy achieve consistently robust performance. The class imbalance is served and the signal in the PSTEAM window apply limit for this task. Our regression task as can we predict how long the subject will take time to respond. Unfortunately, across all the 3 loss functions that we try, none of these can achieve a good performance. Look at the R2 that all near 0, which means that the model essentially predict the mean reaction time for everyone regardless of their needs. Maybe the problem is the limited signal in PSTEAM window, or maybe the feature engineering problem. So what went wrong? After do some research, we know some challenge that occur is high intent subject variant, that each subject has different individual signature, and 2 is imbalance connectedness label. Most tile is correct, so its model is biased, and artifact sensitivity, some subject records are noisier than other. So we have tried a lot of things like EGNet model with multiple evaluation setting and volume balance strategy, hypermeasure tuning, but did not achieve robust model. And what we learned from this? For the good thing, we know that the pipeline stability, caching system, modular architecture, and conflict blocking are something that really useful for us. But there is something to improve, like model generalization, feature engineer, subject adaptation, and data quality, which need to be improved since we not do it yet. Our feature, we have only time frequency feature. Maybe we can extend the future work, like transfer learning that we can use knowledge from other subject or other tasks and implement specific model for each subject. And of course, the feature that should be more correct. And something that may be really useful is attention mechanic that will improve a lot for transformer. From now, this is our future work. Overall, this project delivers a strong engineer foundation. The platform is reproduced, well-stacked, and usable for real research workflow. The software side is success because the pipeline interface, caching, and experiment tagging are all working together in symmetrical way. At the same time, the prediction performance is still limited. So the platform is ready, but the model remains the main open technical problem. At the end, this project is success as a research engineer effort. We replace fragment and notebook with the reproduced structured pipeline, view a systematic workflow that any researcher as this view can now use, and we characterize the failure model clearly, which make them solvable. Now, this platform is ready for the